Hey guys, how you doing today? I'm David Mathis, and I want to thank you guys for tuning back into my channel. I really appreciate the support. It's been tremendous. If you guys are liking the content, go ahead and please like, subscribe, and share. And I'd love to hear some feedback from you guys. Today, I want to talk about mini cuts. I get these questions a lot from clients or from people DMing me on Instagram, Facebook, about if they should do a mini cut. Is it appropriate for them to do a mini cut? And so I thought I'd take this time to just talk a little bit about mini cuts, kind of how I implement them as a coach, and some things that you need to know and look out for if you are going to do a mini cut. Many reasons why people want to do mini cuts. You know, summer's coming up, you want to look good on the beach. You've got a wedding coming up, you want to look good in your dress or your suit if you're a man. There's a lot of different reasons why people feel like they want to do a mini cut. Maybe they've been in a surplus in calories, they're feeling a little jiggly, things like that. So I want to go over how you would set up a mini cut and what you need to look out for in that. First of all, when you're doing a mini cut, you want to get in and get out. What I mean by that is you want to create that deficit. All right, it's going to be a drastic deficit, but you want to do that for a short amount of time. I suggest no more than 4 weeks, preferably 2 to 4 weeks, somewhere in there. That's going to depend on your current calorie intake, what your goals are, how aggressive your deficit's going to be, things like that. But the point is to get in and then get out of the mini cut so that you can start reversing those calories back up. I usually set them at about 20 to 30% of a calorie deficit from where they currently are at. And as far as the macro breakdown goes, you want to make sure that protein is set at about 2.5 to 3.0 grams per kilogram of lean body mass. And if you don't know how to figure out your lean body mass, DM me at Mathis Fitness on Instagram, follow me there, leave a comment in the comment section below, and I can kind of help you out. But I have other videos too that talk about how to find your maintenance calories, your BMR, and talks about lean body mass and that. So go back on the channel and check some of those out. So you want to make sure you set your protein. You know you're going to be in about a 20 to 30% calorie reduction. So you can kind of play with the rest of the calories from carbs and fats how you want. Now, what I do suggest you doing is keeping your fats at least 0.3 grams per pound of body weight, okay? So, you know, let's just use an example. A 100-pound person, that would be about 33 grams of fat. And then you can kind of play with the calories, the rest of the calories with carbs and fats how you want to create that 20 to 30% deficit. So one thing I want to caution you guys about though is if you're trying to build muscle, don't get into, this thought process of doing a mini cut every 4 to 8 weeks. Building muscle, being in a calorie surplus, gets uncomfortable at times. You're going to lose your abs. You're going to feel a little bit watery, a little bit flabby at times, okay? You can control the rate of weight gain by reversing and building up those calories slowly. However, there are a few times while you are in a surplus and you are trying to build muscle that I feel that a mini cut might be in order for you. This would be if you have been in a calorie surplus and bulking, for lack of a better term, for 6 to 8 months, somewhere around there. And you plan on doing it for another 6 to 8 months. So maybe at that halfway mark, you're like, hey, listen, I'm gonna do a quick little mini cut. I'm gonna just kind of like give my digestive system a break, and then I'm gonna go back into the surplus again for another 6 to 8 months. I would probably suggest doing that if you're doing a long-term bulking, muscle gaining phase, okay? The other time I would suggest doing it is if you start becoming insulin resistant. That's when your cells don't really respond to insulin and they don't draw the carbohydrates into your muscle cells the way that you usually do when you're leaner or you're taking in fewer calories. Insulin resistance can lead to type 2 diabetes, and as your calorie surplus gets higher and higher, your body tends to just kind of slow down a little bit. You know, digestion's not the best. Hormones are kind of thrown off a little bit with, you know, the insulin resistance. So this is a good way to kind of just reset things for a little bit. Like I said, just 2 to 4 weeks. You don't want to turn this into an extended time, because the more time that you're out of a calorie surplus, the less time that you have building muscle and the more time it's going to take you to ultimately get to the end goal that you're wanting to. So depending on your caloric intake, you're going to look at doing about a 20 to 30% calorie reduction, okay? Keep your protein at about 2.5 to 3.0 grams per kilogram of lean body mass. And then just make sure fats are about 0.3. That's the minimum, okay? 0.3 grams per pound of body weight. And then you can kind of mix and match with carbs and fats however you prefer. Maybe you prefer a little bit fattier foods. Maybe you prefer more higher carb foods. So just make up that difference and make sure that your protein calories and your overall calories that you need for the reduction are factored in there, okay? Just don't be too eager to jump into mini cuts, guys. I get it. I'm trying to put on weight too. I'm trying to build muscle. It's uncomfortable when you don't see your abs anymore, when you just feel just watery and big, but that's no reason to just mean that you need to jump into a mini cut, okay? Understand your body, understand the purpose of the mini cut, get blood work done so you know. And if you do decide that it's right for you, or you and your coach are talking and it's just decided that it's the right time for you to jump into a mini cut, use these strategies I talked about, okay? 20 to 30% calorie reduction, 2 to 4 weeks, set fats at a minimum of 0.3 grams per pound of body weight, and then get in and get out. And then when you get out, when it's time to get out, start slowly reversing back up again, okay? I hope this helped a little bit with understanding mini cuts, maybe when you should do it, when you shouldn't do it, and some proper strategies to help you implement that. So if you guys are looking for coaching, please reach out to me, David at biolane.com. You can find me on Instagram at MathisFitness. All that information will be down in the description box below. But leave some comments in the comment section below. Are you thinking about a mini cut? Are you wondering if it's right for you? Are you currently in a mini cut, and how long, and how's it been going? So hope everyone has a great day. Thank you guys again for tuning in. I'll be catching you next time with another video.